Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. I am the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and that last episode was quite the hit in the fields, wasn't it? Oh man, at least for me, but I guess I am a crybaby of sorts. Well, we were in the beginning of the episode trapped in a very nice dream of Estelle's. Her mother was still alive, and she came across Joshua's harmonica. Playing the whereabouts of lights brought her back to the normal world, to the non-dream world, so to say. But before she went there, she did have a little bit of a talk with her mother, and if you didn't see it, well, go back. You will want to watch that episode. Afterward, we faced the Enforcer number 6. Lucci, an old acquaintance of Charizard Harvey's, Harvard, or whatever. Of course, she did escape, but that is gonna have to be how that goes. It's how it usually goes. We went back to the guild house, but at this point, we don't know much about the Society of Ouroboros. We know of a couple of their members. We know of the Professor and Löwe, but Estelle has no memories of them, even though she has seen them. We have seen them in the previous game. But as for this moment, we're at the end of Chapter 4, the Mist Demon's Target. Let's jump into Chapter 5, shall we? Esmela's tower! It's just as we heard! Oh no. One of the 4 device towers activated on the release of the seal beneath Grancel Castle. A second barrier defending the Aureole from all angles. The Professor's research was spot on, it seems. We know that vessel. Yo, sorry to keep you waiting. Haha, hope we didn't tire you too much with the delay. Ah, Walter, Campanella, this is a surprise. I was sure it would be Löwe who would meet me here. What turning of the wind is this, I wonder? Löwe is accompanying the Professor for the moment. So, as much as it may not be my place as a mere observer, I came in his stead. And hey, I ain't got much to do at this point. Right now I'm just killing some time. How unusual for both of you. Though interesting, Löwe is accompanying the Professor? They are performing the last experiment then? Apparently. Our big fancy plan is heading into the big leagues, looks like. The Archaisms and Jaegers are almost ready. Once we have the data in hand, we'll all be quite busy, I suspect. The last experiment. They mean to go up against the legend, I take it? Even the Professor and Löwe are going to struggle with that, I would imagine. Maybe. We're talking about hijacking a creature of legend after all. Ain't quite like throwing pictures around or shaking the earth. But hey, Campanella, this ain't like you. Oh, what's this now? You're usually happy tagging along with the Professor. If you ain't doing that, especially when things are this interesting, that means something even better's come up. So spit it out already. Why, Walter, I'm hurt. Have you so little faith in me? I trust you as much as your number. What overflowing camaraderie, Walter? Such slings, such arrows, you two are so cruel. Well, in truth, I would love to sit back and watch the fireworks unfold, but as it turns out, I've a bit of work to do. I'm off to gain us permission to use the Ark. Shit, seriously? We're finally bursting that monstrosity out? This mission gets better every day. The Crimson Ark, the glorious. I find it hard to believe we would use such. Do we intend to turn this nation into nothing more than a smoking crater? That will be up to the Professor and Löwe. So I'm afraid I must depart as soon as we're done. I so look forward to hearing about our experiment when we get back. This is... Yes, it seems it would be the here. Behold, Löwe, majestic thing, is it not? Are you really going to perform an experiment on something like this? I understand your apprehension. Without this data, however, we have no hope of completing the beta. We must know. Ooh. Oh, I see, we woke you. Your first time in the waking world of mortals in 20 years, yes? This is the first time we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. You may call me George Weisman. I'm one of the Anguis, caretaker of Ouroboros. Begone. This power which hangs about thee like a mist, familiar it be somehow, but thy eyes betray thy purpose. In those windows I see a soul twisted and bent, incapable of joy, unyoked from bringing suffering and agony to thy fellow man. Well, well, such compliments. But I'm afraid I must deny your request. I won't be going anywhere. After all, we have business regarding the treasure of Eidios. What? Show him, Löwe. That... Oh, does this stir up memories from 1200 years ago? It's merely a replica, but I dare say it's well made enough, wouldn't you? Surely thou dost not. Thou cannot mean the shining ring. Ah, but I do. Now then, our final test awaits. Chapter 5. That which one must protect. Please form your party. You may choose 2 other members aside from the mandatory members. Okay, it's time we finally got to Bose. You know, like we've been planning for a million years now. It's the only place that hasn't seen an experiment too. That's true, but from the sounds of it, there isn't anything odd happening in Bose. I think we can take our time for once and help out here in Roland a bit before heading out. Sounds good. Let's see if there's anything else to do, and head for the landing port when we're done. For the first time, we've actually played the harmonica. Sadly, that is gonna be how that goes. Hey everyone. Thanks to you guys, my father-in-law is awake. Father-in-law? Oh, you mean Radford, right? Just as Aina said, it seems everyone's awake. Yeah, Radford took a bit longer to wake up, but he seems just fine. He said we'd need to get back to work, and he's still got enough energy to outpace me. Haha, sounds like he's fine all right. Really? Seriously, I shouldn't worry about him, I guess. Anyway, I guess I'd better learn from this example and put my back into it. The Freightliners are coming in again now that the fog's gone, so we're going through back orders on our lumber. Good luck with that. Try not to let your own father-in-law leave you in the dust, Fremont. I'll do my best. You guys be careful too. By the way, if you hadn't noticed, this is a new recording session, so I'm sorry about the little hiccups during that bit of story. Welcome to Renown General Goods. I've decided to stay here for a while. I plan on using this opportunity to study for when I start my own shop. Besides, the store owner, Renan, has been very good to me. It's as comfortable as being home here. Oh, Renan. Hey Estelle, Charizard. I heard you're heading out soon. Wow, news sure travel fast. Wrong voice here. Thanks to you, I've been able to resume ordering stock. If you need anything, you should buy it before you leave. Yeah, thanks, Renan. If you get any more rare sneakers in stock, hold on to them for me. Haha, got it. Good luck, you two. We'll come back to shop during our downtime, promise. Later, Renan. What do you have in store? Issue 6. Let's check up on the bulletin board. What do we have here? Still fishing spot search. We're gonna have to check out Mistwald again. Nostalgic recipe. Looking for a person willing to search for a certain traditional recipe. Ideally, this person will also gather the necessary ingredients once the recipe is located. For details, come to the Abend Bar. Speak to Denzel. Diaset's secret. Anton! Drink your liquor, do not be drunk by it. I wait atop the clock tower. Anton. Mine commission. The commission letter for the Malgam mine that I kept in my house has been stolen. I'd like to request an immediate investigation. I need to recover this document entrusted to me by the Queen at all cost. Please come to the second floor of my house near the West Roland Gate. Mine Chief Gaitan. Gaitan. I don't know. Okay. First we'll speak to Denzel. Hey Shira, I heard from Aina. You're heading out to Bose next, right? Yes, that's the plan. Sorry, Ridge. Feels like we're always shoving off our work on you. Nah, don't worry about it. I mean, you took all the jobs on the bulletin board that I couldn't handle, so you're doing fine. I've always leaned on Cassius and Shira until now. I'll manage. It'll be a good opportunity for me to stand on my own. I like your style, Ridge. We'll be away for a while, but hold down the fort while we're gone. Yeah, leave it to me. I hope you guys have a nice trip to Bose. I hope so too. I hope so too. Anton? We're gonna talk to Anton? We're not gonna talk to Anton. We're gonna talk to Denzel. Radford. I had a dream in my youth for the first time in a while yesterday. Of my youth. I was together with some old acquaintances for some reason, and we were cooking up a storm. It was a very odd dream. When I woke up though, all I could think about was that dish we made. So I came here to the bar to get it made for me. After all, it's an old recipe. I'm sure it'll be hard on the chef. Ooh. Hey there. Finally, my Tabitha's woken up. Sorry for kicking up such a fuzz. Oh no, please don't let it bother you. It's all part of the job, really. Yes, it's as Estelle said. Incidentally, apparently you have some kind of job for us. Oh, I see. So, you're here on business then. Well, what I'd like to ask you to do is investigate a certain recipe and find its ingredients. How about it? Got the time? Yes. Yeah, no prob. So, what recipe am I investigating? Right, so what I'd like you to find is the recipe for a certain stew. We'll call it Roland-style hodgepodge stew for now. It's not at all like the 1,000-year stew or the millennium stew as it was called from Toroko. No, it's the Roland-style hodgepodge stew for now. Roland-style hodgepodge stew. To be honest, that sounds as appetizing as that potluck we found in the chest once. Yes, it sounds like it would be hard to keep down. Now, it's just a temporary name. Anyway, I want you to investigate that recipe. If you ask around town, I'm sure you'll find something. Apparently every home used to make it back in the old days. We should probably ask some old folks who know about cooking then. Doesn't seem like younger people know about what old families cooked. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Well, that's fine for direction to begin our investigation, but we still don't have enough information about the recipe itself. Yeah, you might be right. It would be nice to know what goes into it at least. Yeah, that's a good point, but sorry, but you'll need to ask Radford about the recipe. Huh? I thought this was your request, but you want us to ask Radford? Well, here's the thing. He's the one who brought it up in the first place. Apparently he ate this nostalgic meal in his dreams. He's been begging me to make it for him ever since. Oh, so that's why you requested the job. But a guild job just for a stew? I mean, was it really that good? It might not necessarily be because of the flavor. Perhaps it's a memory of some kind. The old man's not saying much either way, but I'm sure that's the case. Anyway, that's the story, so I'd really like to serve it to him if I could. What a nice story. I hope we'll be able to help. Yeah, Radford's finally awake. Let's feed him to celebrate his recovery. Yeah. So then we'll start by asking Radford about the recipe. Is there anything else we need to know before we go? Well, after you sort out finding the recipe, would you mind also picking up the ingredients needed? It might use some kind of rare ingredients after all. No problem. If ingredients are what you want, then ingredients you shall have. Good to hear. Can't believe how fired up I'm getting over this. I can't wait to see what kind of recipe it is. Well, don't you worry. We'll leave no stone unturned in the search. Yep, what she said. Expect some good news to come your way soon. Thanks. I've got something stuck in my throat. Something not as appetizing as the hodgepodge stew. Isn't the meal ready yet? It's an old recipe, so I'm sure the chef is having some trouble. Radford, can we have a moment? Oh, who's this but Cassius's girl? You needed something from me? Yes, we'd like to ask you about the recipe you ordered from Denzel. Oh, that dish. Do you mean the stew that I dreamed of? Yes, that recipe. Actually, we've got a request from Denzel. They explained that they had been hired by Denzel to investigate the recipe. Oh, so then you'll be looking for the stew? I can taste your success already. I'm counting on you. Thanks. But we need your help before we start, sir. I'm gonna take a sip of my water in hoping of clearing my throat. Oh, that helps me to freeze my brain, but throat clearing is not had. We'd like to hear about the details about that recipe. Not just what went into it or the flavoring, but where you had it, anything. I see. Well then,
First, as I'm sure you know, the recipe was for a stew. I seem to remember the base flavor was black pepper. It was a spicy, invigorating stew.
Right, strong black pepper, got it. Go on, please.
The main ingredient was meat, I think, though you could probably also use white fish. But I like meat, so we'll say meat for now. A big chunk of meat, bone and all so tender that it just falls off. Also, I know some herbs were used, but I can't remember what kind. I remember the smell, but I can't remember what it was the smell of. It's so frustrating.
So the main ingredient was meat or fish, but you want meat, bone and all. Okay, check. And lastly, there were herbs used, but you don't know the exact types. Is that it? Well, that's fairly specific. We should be able to begin with this.
Hopefully that was a bit of help.
It's plenty, thank you very much.
Well then, happy hunting. I'm really looking forward to hearing you found the recipe.
Good. Who are the oldest people in the town? Well, I know. Do you know? You might not. I'm not going to the chapel. Oh, you're gonna burn. That hurts, man.
Estelle, everyone. I have heard of the details, all the details of what happened from Aina. A great deal of it still seems to be under investigation, so I doubt I was told everything, but who could have even imagined a fox that bends dreams?
Trust me, we are in the middle of it all, and we don't know much more. Anyway, right now we're just chasing snakes from region to region. Hopefully we can catch one sooner or later and get some real answers.
Yes, good. For my part, I did plan on keeping the full truth of this incident from the citizenry as well. Everyone is still recovering from the trauma of seeing loved ones comatose. I don't wish to scare them further.
It's probably for the best for now. Saying the wrong thing could could just lead to chaos.
And I imagine you are off to new horizons. I can only ask you all to be careful. Your enemy, our enemy, is more twisted than I could have imagined.
Don't worry, we're used to the twisting by now. Anyway, take care, Mayor Klaus.
And you, Estelle, come back safe to us.
You know nothing about it.
You know nothing, Mayor Klaus.
When I was asleep, I had this very long, elaborate dream. It was a dream of when Mayor Klaus and the mistress first took me in. The mistress makes a tea with the most delicious scent. I've loved that tea ever since I came to live here. And the tea in the dream, the scent was so clear. I still can't really believe it was a dream.
Sounds like a nice tea. I could go for some tea right now. I could really go for some tea right now. Oh, damn, that is not good for my voice acting at all. Oh.
Oh, hello, well done. I've heard from my husband you solved the problem with the comas in the fog. Our Lita's up and about safe and sound. And it's all thanks to you, Estelle. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Aw, it's nothing. Casual heroism's just part of the job as a bracer, ma'am.
When you find some free time, come back to Roland again, all right? I'll have the best tea and snacks you've ever had waiting for you.
Ma'am? Could we have a moment?
Oh, certainly. What is it?
Estelle told Mrs. Mylene that she was looking for a stew recipe on behalf of Mr. Radford.
A stew recipe?
Did you know the recipe, perhaps?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm just not very knowledgeable when it comes to cooking. I know I've had the stew he's talking about, but I have no idea how to make it.
Aw, that's too bad.
We're not finding any clues, huh?
Well, no point letting it bother us. We've done what we can. Yeah, It'll leave a bad taste in my mouth if we give up at this point, though. Thanks for your help, ma'am.
No need for thanks. I'm sorry I couldn't help more. I'm sure you're quite overburdened, but we appreciate everything you do. Keep up the good work, all right?
Yeah, ma'am, we will. If you'll pardon us.
It seems you're ready to depart for another province, but please be careful. Our enemy is more twisted than I could have imagined.
You know nothing about a stew, old man. You know nothing. What? Oh, never mind. Weird angle. Okay. I don't think Father Divine is a cook.
Oh, Estelle, your deeds of late have reached even my ears. You have done very well to overcome this hardship. Allow me to offer you my own thanks.
Haha. It feels kind of embarrassing being complimented by the parish chief. We should be the ones thanking you. Treating the afflicted and contacting the Grand Cathedral, we owe you much.
No, I simply did my duty as a priest. Still, it is a great comfort to me to see Estelle's growth in these troubled times. Even when you continue on your next appointed destination, do not forget the feelings of today.
I won't. Now, if you'll excuse us, Father.
Take care on your way. May the guidance of the goddess go with you.
Never mind that, I've read that.
Oh, yeah, everyone.
Great work out there. Yeah, you too, Kevin. You were a big help. Thanks for taking care of Tio and the others. Haha, it was nothing, no big deal. Anything for my beloved Estelle. Again with that stuff. Come on. Really, he'd be a good match for someone else we know in the smooth talker department. You might be onto something there. Anyway, Kevin, what are your plans now? Well, I think I'll keep working my way around the countryside, visiting the parishes. I've got a spot of business I need to take care of. Just a spot of business, huh? Or so you say, but it's probably really important, isn't it? Was it really just a coincidence you happened to stop here? Oh, still, sometimes you're so sharp it hurts. Well, all that aside, I hope we can trade info sometime soon. Yeah, let's do that sometime. Well, you take care of yourself, Kevin. You too, Estelle. You don't have any information about a stew, you too. There's no old man in there. Anton's waiting at the top of the clock tower. There's a little kitten. Oh, cute little kitty. Anyways, where's the next old man that I know about?
You're the next old man I know about. Hey, you guys, good work on everything. You aren't already off to your next job, are you?
Well, you could say that, but first we plan to do a bit of work around here. Yes. We need to take care of this branch at least for a little, or I think Aina will get out of sorts, and that that is something I do not wish to face.
Must be hard work all the time. Well, once things are settled a bit, come on back here. Oh yeah, and bring that Joshua with you. You got that?
Sure, will do.
You bracers are always so busy, I can hardly keep up. Well, once your work settles down again, come on back here. Make sure you bring that Joshua with you, alright?
Oh. Hello there. Could we have a moment of your time?
What is it? Is something wrong?
No, nothing like that. I just have a quick question. Estelle told Bloom that she was looking for a certain stew recipe on Radford's behalf.
Yes, I know the one. It used to be very popular around here.
Really?
Could you tell us anything about it? Oh, I could tell you plenty. It was your standard dish in every household back in my day.
Yeah, Denzel said something like that too. This has to be the one. We've been looking for the recipe to that particular dish, ma'am. Would you happen to know the ingredients? Well, yes and no. The recipe I know is probably a little different than what you're looking for. I don't mind telling you my version. I just want to make sure you're aware of that before you pass it on. Different? Different how? I thought it would be the same recipe.
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand.
My recipe's one that's been passed down in my family for generations. As with any family recipe, it's been tweaked here and there over the years. The flavor's likely not what it used to be. Though, as I said before, I'd be happy to give you my version of the recipe if that's fine by you. What do you think? It's been updated a bit, but... maybe that's okay. I'd like to find the original if we can. The original version would be ideal, yes, but we can't afford to be picky. A slightly different version beats handing the client nothing at all.
Yes, I agree. Besides, it's only right that we take her up on her kind offer.
Yeah, I see what you guys mean.
Would you like it then?
Wonderful! Wait right here, I'll go grab my recipe book. Thank you.
She sure is taking her sweet time. Now, don't be so impatient. She may be in good health, but she is quite elderly. I'm sure it won't be much longer.
Oh goodness, that's right. Well, no wonder I can't find it. I'm sorry, children. I kept you waiting much longer than I had meant to. I'd simply be fuming here. It would simply be fuming I'd simply be fuming were I in your shoes. No way, you didn't take that long. So, did you find your recipe book?
About that. I hadn't thought about it until I started looking, but I actually gave it away a while back.
What?
Oh, it completely slipped my mind. I'm so sorry. He'd said he made a hobby of keeping older books and asked if he could add it to his collection. I hadn't cracked it open in years, so I thought nothing of handing it over to him. If only I weren't always so generous.
I only know of one person who has a lot of books in their room. Trust me, I feel like sighing too. We'll never be able to find out who got it either. Man, what a pain. No point in cursing our luck. What's done is done. Our time would be better spent figuring out what else we can do.
Exactly. Maybe we really could ask around to see if anyone knows the man who took the book.
Yeah, only one thing to do, so might as well suck it up and get to it. You said he liked collecting old books, right? If you have any idea who that might be, we should try them first.
I'm afraid that's about all I can remember. I wish I could help more, really.
Hey, no worries. You gave us a pretty big clue. Can't be too many guys out there who collect old books for fun. Yes, thank you for your help. We'll come to you again if we need to. But in case we don't, you have yourself a wonderful day, ma'am. Alrighty. But before we continue on the search for a certain book, which I presume is going to be right inside of this house, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to prepare a cup of tea now, and I hope I'm gonna see you in the next episode as well. Until next time, bye bye.